Greetings, everyone. Hope all of you are having an absolutely fantastic day. We are back again with Alaloth, Champions of the Four Kingdoms, a new action RPG from developer Gamera Interactive. I have been seeing some buzz about this game and finally got a chance to check it out for myself. Please keep in mind the title is currently in early access. Many of the issues I mentioned might be addressed in patches and updates that are coming down the line. At this time, I do not plan to actually finish the game. I will wait until it comes out for full release. If there is specific content about the game that you want to see, let me know down in the comments and I'll be happy to help. With that being said, let's go through my thoughts regarding the experience, starting with what I liked. I think the premise is actually pretty cool. A war has recently occurred between all the deities, and unfortunately, the most evil god, Alaloth, came out on top. Now his evil influence is spreading across the land, and violent creatures are appearing who wouldn't have dared to show their face when benevolent gods were present. A long and very well-voiced intro scene sets up all this backstory at the start of the game. There are 4 major kingdoms, one for each race, and each one chooses a hero to find 4 artifacts that together will open the city where Alaloth is located and then hopefully kill him. During character creation, you choose the race of human, dwarf, elf, or orc, and that decides which kingdom you will start in and where your adventure begins on the world map. Once you have completed this, there's another voice-acted scene that provides additional backstory regarding your specific kingdom and why they want to stop Alaloth. I really dig the world building this game does. The premise and intro videos do a great job of making you feel like this is a truly lived-in world. In many of the major cities, there are characters you can speak with who will expand your codex and provide more lore regarding a kingdom's history. During my time with the game, I was constantly picking up new information and hearing different perspectives regarding the kingdom I was in. Looking at the map, all 4 kingdoms are in completely separate areas, and the places you visit there all have a different feel that fits more with the kingdom's culture. This is all great stuff, and I have seen games with far larger budgets struggle to convince players their world is real. There are some aspects of the game I am neutral on. If you follow the channel, you already know I am not a fan of random encounters. This game doesn't exactly have random encounters, but it has enemy figures that constantly roam around the global map. If you are quick, you can escape these encounters and get to your destination unscathed. There are mounts in the game to make your traversal quicker, but oftentimes they are suited for particular terrain, and your progress will slow significantly when you travel through a different type of ground. I'm still not the biggest fan of the system, but at least they give you some way to avoid random encounters, so I put this in the neutral section. There are no classes in the game. You are free to stick to one combat style or mix up melee, ranged, and magic abilities as you see fit. I personally prefer to have classes because I love role-playing specific characters and I see the class as part of the character's identity. That being said, I know having the freedom to choose whatever type of build you want free of class restrictions is appealing for many players, so I am neutral on this aspect of the game. Finally, progression is tied directly to combat, so in order for you to level up, you must claim a fighting area. These are marked on the map by a red banner. Once you click on it, you are given an opportunity to assign up to 4 items and cook food. Then you will enter into a brief area where you will fight several monsters leading up to a boss battle. In this section, you cannot look into your inventory, so it's crucial the correct equipment, potions, and food has already been assigned. Once you have completed the boss battle, there is a chest that you can loot for items and you will claim the area. The first time you do this, you will level up. After that, you will level up every time you take 2 fighting areas. Leveling up gives you several points that you can distribute in traits or abilities to make you slightly more powerful. This is the only way to unlock those points. Quests can provide you with money or items, but it does nothing for character progression. I personally am not a fan of this at all. I prefer when a game gives you ways outside of combat to significantly progress your character. I understand this is a game that really centers around combat, so I list this critique in the neutral section. Quick note before we get into what I didn't like about the game. If you enjoyed this video, I would really appreciate you hitting the like button. This information tells me which content the channel is enjoying and helps my videos spread to more people. I really appreciate all of the support. All right, let's get into what I don't like, starting with something I actually hate. I hate it. Hate when games don't let you manually save. There has not been a single time where a game didn't let me manually save where I thought it was better for it, and Alaloth is no exception. You have no ability to manually save whatsoever, and I cannot think of any reason why this is a superior design choice. Next, I dislike how the game handles party members. There are characters throughout the world that you can hire to help you. Each party member has a quest that they want help with. You learn very little about them and have no control over their gear and abilities. They only have something worthwhile to say if you have an update to provide regarding their quest. You are only able to recruit party members who match your alignment, which is either good, evil, or neutral. This limits you to 4 party members in a single playthrough. Party members can only potentially join you when entering a fighting area. While walking around hubs, neutral areas, or the global map, you are on your own. When entering a fighting area, you can select up to 2 of the 4 party members you can recruit. I was able to find 1 compatible party member during my time with the game. In combat, I found his AI to be very underwhelming. He does decent damage and comes with a greater health potion that he uses when his health gets too low. The problem is I rarely saw him dodge or block, so he would get damaged way more than what I thought was necessary. He is a dual wielding character, so to me, running around and dodging attacks should have been natural. He always died before the final boss battle was completed in a fighting area. Another issue I have with the game is the quests feel pointless. There is no main quest, just a map full of fetch quests that you keep completing until you can reach the final boss. These quests usually consist of bouncing around from hub to hub, talking with different people, and either delivering items or killing enemies. There is no variation in this cycle and no opportunity to make significant choices. I find it odd that the game asks you to choose an alignment, but you are not able to express that alignment in dialogue. I chose an evil, bloodthirsty, brutal orc as my character. One quest started with a slave master asking me to find a previous slave. My orc was forced into choosing a dialogue option that either said he doesn't work with slave masters or refusing to assist in bringing back the slave. Neither of these comments were consistent with his alignment, and I found the conversation jarring. Even more concerning than the lack of role-playing opportunity is that the gameplay cycle just feels boring. Combat is serviceable, but nothing special. Outside of the intro scenes, there is no voice acting. Quests feel pointless, and traversing the map back and forth for fetch quests is not particularly enjoyable. Like I said before, the game is still in early access. It's very possible that many of the things I have mentioned here are already being worked on and will be significantly different upon the game's release. Despite the drawbacks, I am always willing to support a new cRPG and will try this game out upon full release. Hope all of you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave me a like, share this content, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I will see you all in the next video. Take care.